and this woman is literally facing life and death here. Yeah, I'm sure it puts a great maybe the rat is learning something about life of what I preach here every fucking day, that nothing matters. None of this matters. This is stupid shit. Now, I could imagine that she did walk out. I don't think that's made up. I imagine that and look, she did go home from the cast trip early. I imagine with Andy commenting on I imagine at that point the top producers pick up the phone and they're like, you need to stop, blowing Anderson Cooper right now. You need to get the 23-year-old jock out of your bed from Harvard University that you're banging up there, that you flew down on the private jet from Boston. You need to get him out of the bed and clean up your own stuff around and get on the phone with Tamra Judge because we're about to lose the rat that scurries. So I imagine that Andy is, blowing, or actually, probably, let me rephrase that because he's a top. I imagine that Andy is laying back in the penthouse, the nannies with the kids. He's got the one jock who's 23 from Harvard. He's got the other jock from the club the night before. They're both blowing him. They're both on his dick. And the phone rings over and over, and he's like, guys, keep blowing me, but I have to take this. And they're like, you need to stop whatever you're doing because Tamara Judge is walking off the damn show. And he's like, guys, get off my dick. I got work to do. And he's takes the call and he picks up the phone and is like, Tamara, call me back immediately. They all get serious when they get a call from Daddy Cohen. And he's like, listen, you want to go home? Because she did leave the cast trip. So they say, you know what? Katie Janella can't leave the cast trip because she'll be fired because who gives a crap about her? And Brittany from Salt Lake can't leave the cast trip because who gives a shit about her? But you're Tamra. We're not firing you. Go home. Take the day off. Fly home. Get away from these nasty women. So I do think, like with Kyle, there's double standards because that's how the
Well,
workplace
yeah,
works. And she
yeah.
flew home and she got to leave the cast trip. But no, I don't think Tamra has quit. I don't think they're going to let her quit. I think Andy's like, take a day, take a week, recover, just like Kyle. And you're not quitting the show. Mind you, Tamara's also not, you don't want to do the job. It's not fun to fight, but you're not walking away from over $1 million a year just because you've gained perspective on the fact that nothing in life matters. Go and do the job and take the money and don't get so personal about it. That's the learning lesson here.
Hmm,
She's not quitting. Tamara is still on The Real Housewives of Orange County. Okay.
for that. No, that's a good assessment. We know you are always right because we're going to get into RHOP firings and how you predicted those. However, okay, I agree with that. I think like everyone, and I know you too, we've all been saddened by updates of Teddy. We constantly pray for Teddy, and we all know she's got a road ahead of her with these tumors and the radiation that's starting. She was horseback riding, which I think is pure therapy. I don't know who was criticizing her. I really didn't get into the comments on that one because when you're dealing with a diagnosis like hers, whatever brings you joy, whatever brings you joy. I even, I said it on prior ones, like I've forgiven her. And not that I was like ever wound up, but well, I was wound up, but the whole affair. Like I think now seeing where her life is, it's like, yeah, I don't know, that was kind of wrong, I guess, obviously, because she broke up a marriage and they were in the process of having a baby. But Teddy's life is right now in a very challenging place. She's a mother and a friend and a sister. So just all of my prayers. That is a tough diagnosis. And I give her a crap ton of credit. She's come to social media. She gives people updates. It cannot be easy to post those updates. And it cannot be easy to even kind of have a sense of humor
I'm
to
not posting them. When that happens to me, I mean, not to make this about me, but I mean, I agree with you. This horseback, and you're like in the comments, and you're getting back to people. I would be like, for everybody who has followed this podcast and really been a fan of it, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I literally thank you with every morsel of my being, but I'm out. This is my last post. There will be
you
no more
wouldn't give updates.
Instagram.
You wouldn't give
I don't
updates.
know. I don't know. Or maybe we'll keep the podcast going like Shannon did, but I won't be reading any comments. I can guarantee you that. I will literally block it out because nothing, like, you got to just keep a. So, yeah, I agree with you. Go horseback riding every fucking day. I think just stop reading the comments and just don't worry about it. Who
No, I've
cares?
thought about that too. Sometimes I almost do think it's better to tackle things in silence because I don't blame the audience. It's human nature. People want to give you what worked for their aunt, what worked for them, how they beat cancer. And everybody's cancer is different. Everybody's body is different. And while I
I mean,
think
and
it's
I give her, anyone that shares this, I give credit because you're really sharing
hard,
at a
it's
very
hard. Yeah.
vulnerable.
Yeah.
James Vanderbeek just posted a video. He just turned 48 and he went in, and I was an actor when I was younger, and that's how I identified myself. And then I labeled identified my being by being a father and a husband. But now I'm not working. I'm not an actor, and I mean, I'm also away from my family because I'm hauled up and away getting treatments night and day. I mean, James, I believe,
He's
has
got colon
colon. Yeah,
cancer.
which is also not a one of the better ones if we can go there.
Well, it's
So,
okay if you've caught it early, but I don't know where Vanderbeek's. I'm not sure if he's revealed his diagnosis, but if you
yeah,
catch,
did I say Vanderbeek or did I say Vanderpump? I don't know.
oh, I don't know
Oh,
either. That one's one, if you can catch it early, the outcome is usually very good. Problem is, a lot of people don't always catch it because a lot of the symptoms that are for colon cancer are similar of like a hemorrhoid or diverticulitis. It's like you have to really be in tune with your body. So I don't know where his battle is. I'm hoping he caught it very, very early. I feel like I read that his prognosis was good. He had a battle in front of him, but like it was
I
good.
hope so. By the
I
way,
do.
just to touch upon this other thing about I saw that same video where she is showing Tamara and saying this is the face of evil. Look, I who truly, and this is, I'm not being rude or mean. I mean, is there anybody out there that really likes Tamra as a person? Well, Teddy, I guess. But deep down, people, so I'm not, but when Kelly goes on, now you know how I feel about someone who, I mean, Kelly is going to be an old woman who is decrepit one day, who is weak. That is what happens to all of us as human beings. We get older if we don't die. So I don't understand it. No matter how much plastic surgery, no matter how much whatever, when you are 70 years old, you will not look 20. That is life. Kelly will be passing away one day like the rest of us. She is a human being. So I think it is such bad karma. I did see this where she's talking about how ugly Heather Dubrow is. Now, I know you don't like the woman. I just think I really don't know. Is this an act? Is this an act by Kelly? I've said it before. Or is this really like, I mean, I just think when you attack someone's looks, like, this is karma. You are asking for something to happen to you. People fall downstairs, people get hit by like something, but regardless of that, you will get older. Kelly is aging like the rest of us. Kelly is a day older today, the same way Heather is. We're all human beings. What is going to happen when Kelly is a little bit later in life and natural things happen?
I don't know. I mean, I don't even think about them. I just think they're
Because she
so.
went off on Heather's looks. I saw it. She's like, this woman is actually the ugliest woman that exists. I saw it. She's like, how is this a plastic surgeon's wife? Now, I think Heather's looking very thin lately, but that's just another thing. But criticizing someone's looks like that, Kelly, that's not nice. It's not nice.
Who cares about Kelly? I
I
feel.
know. Who
You know what
cares?
I mean? They're so irrelevant. It's
I
like, and,
know.
and if they didn't go low, what else could they do? I mean,
I ain't got nothing.